On page 86, we have 6 shapes, and they're definitely complex shapes. And we need to find the volume and round our answers to the nearest tenth. And if you look right up here, you're going to see the formulae that you need. We have a pyramid, we have a cone, and my favorite is a sphere. And this is pronounced sphere, not spear. It's sphere. That PH has an F sound. Sphere. Okay, the first one is a a square pyramid. It's sitting on a square base. So the formula is a pyramid. It's 1/3 capital B times H. So let me explain this a little bit. This looks a little bit peculiar. First of all, leave the 1/3 in there. Don't even try to deal with it. I'm going to put a big pocket for B, and then the height of this thing is right here. Let's go ahead and calculate or look at the height. The height is this line, and they tell me that that is 6 inches. So the base is referring to this thing. What is the area of this part that this thing's sitting on? What is the area of that square? Well, I know that that area is going to be 5 times 5. So that is the base, 5 to the second power, and then the height is that one, the 6. So 1/3 times 25 times 6. Now you can put that in your calculator using your calculator key, but I'm going to show you a mental math trick here. What is 1/3 of 6, or 6 divided by 3? 1/3 of 6 is 2. So if you take 1/3 of 6, that's 2. And then you still have to multiply that by 25. So the volume of this pyramid is 50 cubic inches. Again, you can put this in your calculator right there, and it will be fine. You could even put it in right here if you use parentheses. 50 cubic inches for that pyramid. The more complicated the shape, the more complicated the formula. So these are pretty wicked formulas. All right, this one is a cone, so let's get our formula. And we have 1/3 pi r squared h. So volume is 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times h. Leave the third alone. Leave pi alone. What is your radius? 5 kilometers. That's a big old cone. And then the height is 10. 1/3 times pi, that would be 25, and that would be 10. I'm going to put it into my calculator right here. So I will do all clear. 1 fraction 3 times 3.14 times 25 times 10 equals approximately 261.6666. Those are repeating, and they told me to round to the tenths. So the volume is approximately 261.7 cubic kilometers. Number 3 is my favorite. It is a sphere. And just by knowing the radius of this thing, we can calculate its volume. And the formula for a sphere is 4/3 pi r to the third. So 4/3 pi r3. So volume is 4/3 times pi times 2 to the third power, or 4/3 times pi times 8. And you can put that into your calculator. 4 fraction 3 times 3.14 times 8 equals 33.493, repeating. So to the nearest tenth, that's 33.5 cubic centimeters. I like spheres. You might be calculating how much air that would hold if that's a balloon. Number 4 is a pyramid. So we have the volume is 1/3 big B times height. So 1/3, let's leave some space for the base, and the height is 2. Base is 3 times 2. So let's do that first. 3 times 2 is 6 times 2. And you can put that in the calculator or you can do it mentally. 1/3 of 6 is 2. And 2 times 2 is 4. So this is 4 cubic meters. Okay. The next one is a cone, sorry. And we need to find the volume. It's lying on its side, but it's still a cone. Volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. 1/3 pi 3 squared 8. 1/3 pi 9 8. And here's where I'm going to do my calculator. 1 ABC3 times 3.14 times 9 times 8, and that is 75.36. To the nearest tenth will be 75.4 cubic centimeters. You see why we needed to be sure that you know how to round. If you're ever in doubt, ask your instructor. Number 6 is another sphere. It's going to be 4/3 pi r cubed. So here I know a diameter. That's great, but I need to take half of that to get the radius. So volume is 4/3 times pi times 3 to the third power. 4/3 pi, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Put that in your calculator. 4 fraction 3 times 3.14 times 27 equals 113.04. To the nearest tenth is 113.0. So the answer we'll need is 113 feet cubed. Those are not easy problems, but your formula is a recipe for success.